One evening as the sun went down and our cooking coals were glowing, down the path came a party hiking, and they said, folks, we're all going. We're yearning for a portal far away in a tavern full of shouting. So join us, friends, and let's descend deep into Under Mountain, deep into Under Mountain. There run dungeons hot and cold, where the monsters surge and pushes, and the youngest runes are old, where the mimics all lie waiting, and the goblin werebats roost. All the wisps and wasps and the mezzo-lost, the hidden pit where we'll all plummet deep into Under Mountain. Deep into Under Mountain, all our blades will sing like choirs, as our arrows strike like drum beats, and our green flame pops and pyres. Our barbarian will stomp a brood as the rogues dance shadow play. Oh, we're sworn to go at a great tempo. We'll chant our spells as we now delve deep into Under Mountain. Deep into Under Mountain, you'll always find new gear, and your old mundane accoutrement can be handed down, don't fear. The magic items you'll attune and the artifacts you'll find. There's armor with gems and weird potions and a propeller hat that lets you ascend deep into Under Mountain. Deep into Under Mountain, the mad wizard stood gates so folks can open portals. He left clues to activate. He has a thing for puzzles and he likes to throw his voice. We're going to delve to where he dwells, to the lowest tower, to seek his power deep into Under Mountain. I'll see you there, the lowest lair, deep into Under Mountain. With a green glass screen, blazing blocks by hand, it's the hills extreme. Have you ever seen a yo's expand? Grown and shown up with your demands, yeah. Everybody subscribe, Sean Hills is here to promote his bro live. Placing blocks all over the place, all powered by a vegan with jumpers in haste. Brother, go watch him let's play and to face with Joe. All the views I'll say you binge watch, HermitCraft. Binge watch, HermitCraft. Binge watch, HermitCraft. Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Joe. Stream it. Fill in your gaps, check live feeds and load up HermitCraft. Watch it on any size screen. Back it up to clone redstone machines just building. With dry concrete powder, wetting it down for a much smoother route. Cause on this tube there's only one server. The whitelist is closed, so don't inquire further. Neighboring players compete on their score. But crafters you love with improv report, you just binge watch, HermitCraft. Binge watch, HermitCraft. Binge watch, HermitCraft. Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Joe. Viewers, you better click subscribe because today we're building that hype. Comment, your praises don't fail. Sean Hills on a roll with HermitCraft details. Singing out loud the way it should be sung with the natural sound that you like for fun. You know it's live now like a HermitCrafter. Read the description, tweet about it after. The hour of the hermit is nigh. Churning out videos y'all will like. Binge watch, HermitCraft. Binge watch, HermitCraft. Binge watch, HermitCraft. Joe. Go binge watch, 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 Joe. Binge watch, HermitCraft. Binge watch, HermitCraft. Binge watch, HermitCraft. Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Joe. But your days keep growing longer. There's no wind in your sails, but the storm's blowing stronger. Walking hard, standing tall, keeping your head up through it all. Fighting fires, spinning plates. Goodness, how did it get so late? Lay your head down and dream. Lay your head down and
Lay your head down and dream.
lay your head down and just let your mind flow downstream.
Fall out in a moonbeam. Lay your head down and dream.
Joe Hills is filmed before a live streaming audience.
That's us. Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. And tonight, y'all are my live streaming audience. Thank you for joining me this evening. I've been streaming a lot today, which is why we already have had a couple face camera expansions. But look, Pedal Brass rolled in, tipping 5 on YouTube, says, just came back from vacation in Nashville. Absolutely loved it. Hope to go back, or plan to go back soon. Awesome, Pedal Brass. That puts us 14 away from the next expansion. And if you're curious, tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills. Thank you, Pedal Brass, for kicking us off strong on that. Yeah, I've done 2 streams today on my own channel, and I showed up twice during NJ Coffee Junkie's 12-hour stream. Let's make sure that we've actually checked everything off on our checklist, though, and figure out when will my stream begin.
Turn on the lights, make sure they're bright and gleam. Title and tweet, pour water, tank top and chroma. OBS seems all set, so I click start the stream, and so I'll pause folding and open VLC. I'll pick 2 songs before lay your head down and dream. I'll say that's us to y'all, Joe Hills from Tennessee. Folks asking when will my stream begin? After howdy, it's items and chess tools breaking. Pickaxe from poof while talking to you professional Minecrafter here, there's no mistaking. Then I'll click crafting quick, anvil time, enchant pick, then I'll replace the books in random chests with care. I'll tour my winery, I know there's blocks somewhere, and then I'll hush and hush and hush and hush chat swears, not any closer to recording. Folks keep asking and asking and asking and asking, when will my stream begin? Seriously, y'all, I need to record this next episode. I've been working toward. I can't edit without footage, no. Once I'm all geared up, maybe we can start the show.
So there we go. Folding is paused. Lights are on. We are ready to rock. We are ready to roll. And let's go. Wells is going. Look at that. He's an example for all of us. I said let's go. He is gone. Just out of here. Hey, Harry, thank you for the 2. Who says, sorry for missing every stream. Nah, you're good. Just show up when you can. These are not, like, I'm not taking attendance. But glad you could join us this evening, and thank you for supporting the show. Okay, so somebody asked if I could show what we did on HHH. I actually already before playing, or while I was playing the theme music, I was exploring the areas we worked on in HHH. We extended those nether tunnels, and we're going to go back there later on because Isuma taught me how to get to the mining desert, and we need to go to the mining desert before we close out this episode. So this episode is very nearly done from a footage standpoint. I've done a lot of the editing and replay mod stuff that I need, so I'm hoping to get this out the door shortly. Not like tonight, but soon. The two big things I need to do is I need to finish this roof, and I need to finish some of the walls that we need to go to the mining desert for. But not knowing where the mining desert was slowed me down. But we've solved that during HHH. I actually am the one that labeled the tunnel. I put like 8 labels on it, so even if somebody broke one of them, I should still be able to find it. And, oh yeah, we forgot to take down the setting up stream sign. Boom, there it goes. Welcome, Mahi0. Welcome, Packy. Welcome, Leo. Welcome, Symmetra. Okay. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Okay. So here we go. We are just going to grab a bunch of blocks here. Free Mumbo Jumbo. What happened to Mumbo Jumbo? Did he get his head caught between the railings of the stairwell or something? Because a little bit of butter or some lard, you know, just get that right out. Poor boy. And I labeled Evil Emporium. Okay, yep. So this is coming along. It's not done, mind you, but it's coming along. Okay. Am I going to visit any hermits in the stream? I don't know. I don't plan to. But that doesn't mean I won't. Like, a lot of times I just do what I want on the fly. So I think I actually need to... I'm going to have this level on both sides. I need to either have this come out one further on this side or go in one more on this side. I feel like coming in one more on this side is probably going to be the one that makes... Oh, but then we lose going past the chimney, which I liked. Okay, I like going past the chimney. So, whoops, we're going to modify this a different way. Oh, also, I do have some stream schedule announcements. I'm going to have to go... I'm gonna have to go mess with my stream schedule thing. But not right now. Later. Okay. So... I'm gonna have that come down like that, and then... we are going to also bring that down one here. Okay, great. Then we swap that in there. I think maybe there was supposed to be a post here in the original design that goes up and supports part of the roof. Like a cross beam or something. But I'm not sure. Kind of, you know. How was my day today? Pretty good. I got to hang out with my hermit friends for HHH. Got to hang out with Badger for Half-Life Alyx VR. Got to hang out with NJ Coffee Junkie for her 12-hour stream for the American Heart Association, which last I saw raised at least $1,700. Hey, looks like another tip just rolled in. Let's go ahead and thank you to Zoe. Thanks, Zoe. Says, thank you for being my wind down stream for the day. Glad to help, Zoe. That puts us 7 away from our next face camera expansion. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Okay, so yeah, let's go mess with the stream schedule, because a lot of people are asking about my day-to-day, and my stream schedule really impacted my day-to-day, and my stream schedule is going to impact our days tomorrow. So, Tuesday, August 17th at 8:30 a.m. Central Daylight Time, I had Walkabout Golf with Fliptronic Bex. Well, that has been moved. Bex had something come up at work. So that's going to be Friday, August 20th at 9 a.m. because I'm still leaving myself time to watch Ted Lasso. We're going to do Walkabout. And apparently it's called Mini Golf. I didn't realize that. I thought it was just called Walkabout Golf with Fliptronic Bex. So we're moving tomorrow's golf stream with Bex to Friday. So we got a Friday morning VR stream now too. But then what goes here? Well, you know what? Today's Half-Life Alyx stream was really fun. And because it's a story game, I kind of want to know what happens next. Apparently I'm supposed to rescue the Vortigaunts or something. So why don't we go ahead? I've already talked to Badger about doing a Half-Life Alyx stream tomorrow. We are kind of, I think, at the back half of Chapter 2, if not the end of Chapter 2, because we just met this Vortigaunt with brain damage who couldn't speak with the Vorta consciousness or whatever. And he gave us some cool stuff like sustenance for the road. Colorful Cute says, golf is so boring, I don't get it. Well, it's fun to do things. I don't know how to explain that doing things that are different from the things you normally do is interesting. But, like, maybe if you golf all the time, you're bored by golf. But if, like, I never get to do any golf stuff. So, like, I haven't gone mini golfing in probably 5-6 years. No, maybe 3. Vortessence. Thank you, Paki. Okay. So, we have updated our streaming schedule now. Oh, welcome back, Scar. How was your day? People were telling me that I need to be more attentive to Scar. So we're gonna check in with him. We're gonna make sure he had a good day. He's just gonna log off again. I bet he's just like, I don't have time for this. I'm not gonna talk about my day. Yup. I tried, folks. I tried. This is such a bizarre request or question from this strange man I know on the internet. Why is he asking me about my day? There was an attempt. An attempt was made. Hey, Alpenglow. Hey, Mother of Corgis. James Figueroa says, can I join you, please? Well, my next public event is, that's been announced, is Tennessee Game Days. And how was your day? Really good. Thank you, James Green, for tipping 9, who says HHH was really fun earlier. Didn't get to catch it live, but glad to catch this one. How did you choose what's used as an inspiration for your builds? I try to just go experience things, and then things catch my eye. Hey, here we go. That actually put us $2 past our next face camera expansion milestone, so here we go. Expand! Joe, do. So, yep. But no, I had a good day. I got to hang out with NJ and help her raise money for the American Heart Association. I got to play some Phasmophobia with her and some Sagrada. Both games I enjoy. I got to, like I said, I got to run to the hardware store and buy a part. And the thing is, so technically I could have had the maintenance people for the apartment fix this, but I was like, I really just want to not have a broken toilet. And this is one of the simplest things to fix, and I don't know what their schedule is. This is so low priority that they might not get to it in a reasonable amount of time. So I just went to the hardware store, and I was like, oh, there's apparently multiple types of sizes of these flappers, which I didn't know. I thought that was like a complete standard. So I just kind of eyeballed it. Like, I was like, I think this looks like the one that's in there that broke. Oh, yeah, that was the other thing, is during NJ's Phasmophobia game, I got to play Phasmophobia in VR, and the thing is, in VR and Phasmophobia, the other players can see your hands, so I would pick up the glow sticks, and I would walk around raving with the glow sticks, like doing little dances, like, you can't really, it doesn't show up well, but like, you can do these things where you get multiple glow sticks and you roll them around in different angles and stuff, and, yeah. So it was fun because I got to play Phas with a new kind of way to do that. The game's a lot less scary when you're just like the guy who's there being like, Dynamite Rave. Okay. I almost wonder if I should, at this point, carve in here the slabs. Yeah, let's see how this looks. So we have the window go, like, one lower even. Yeah, the UV glow sticks really make the game a party. That's not where we wanted to go. Hey, we just got a tip via PayPal. Thank you to Mr. Hardluck for the 7. That is going to put us 11 away from the next face camera expansion, who says, not all construction is equally enjoyable. Enlarging a drilled hole is boring, but fastening pieces of metal together is riveting. Thank you, Mr. Hardluck. That's actually something else I did. I fixed, my daughter had a chair that it needed a couple parts, and I was able to get some little fasteners to hold it back together. So I fixed 2 things today. Woo! Both of them things you sit on, I guess, technically. Well, yeah. Core concept. It was a good day. But somebody asked where I get inspiration, or how I chose what would inspire me for my builds. Like, so the thing is that this is from a podcast. This build, this inn was first described in a podcast that I really enjoy. I've been listening to for several years. And one of the stars of that podcast is an artist whose work I've followed since around 2004, 2005, named Chris Straub. And so, yeah, I was just listening to the podcast, and the inn that they described in it, the D&D in the D&D podcast, the inn they described seemed really cool. And I was like, huh, that'd be an interesting build. If I ever have a reason that I need to build a tavern or an inn, I should come back to that. And since then, it's been featured in an actual D&D printed book called Acquisitions Incorporated. So I have the book with the diagrams of it. And yeah, I'm building something from something I like because it makes me happy. It makes me happy to think about shows I like made by people I like. They're cool people. And I don't know. I think that's important to, you know, if I'm going to spend a lot of time on something, I want it to be something that resonates with me in some way. Like the Tower of Hercules build, like I really thought I'd have the chance to go to Galicia, Spain. At some point, I was like, oh, this will be so cool when I actually get to go to Europe and visit that. And COVID kind of has obviously made going to Europe not simple right now. But, like, that was kind of an aspirational build, because I'm like, oh, this is a cool thing in a place I could go visit once I can travel after all this custody stuff is resolved. And once COVID's behind us, and custody stuff's resolved at this point for the most part, but the COVID stuff, obviously, we're still waiting on some things. How did the Ever Given model resonate with me? Because, like, it was just such a ludicrous thing. And it was in the global consciousness, and it was cool to be a part of something in the global consciousness, something in the zeitgeist like that. Because I had always planned to build a big ship there, but I didn't know what ship, until all of a sudden I knew exactly what ship. It was just, like, true in my heart. Like, that's the thing, is sometimes you just wait and listen, and then all of a sudden things just resolve in a very clear way. But, like, I had known from the beginning, when I built the Strait of Gibraltar, I was gonna have a ship transiting the Strait of Gibraltar. But then it became so delightful to have a ship obstructing it instead. That was obviously the way to go with it, you know? How do I pull stuff out of my inventory so quickly? Middle mouse button. It's a block picker. So I can, like, switch to the stairs. That's a default feature in Minecraft. It's not like a mod or anything. So you should be able to do the same. These creepers and boats. So many creepers and boats. Didn't B-Dubs have to dig his way around that? Yeah, B-Dubs, in order to move the villager to go in Aquatown for his shop, had to actually build a channel around it. So I actually successfully obstructed commerce on the HermitCraft server. It's a work... I intended to build a model, and I unintentionally built a working model of the Ever Given. So, yeah, that was a win. But yeah, that is a creepy doll that you linked there, back. Oh, dang it, there's monsters nearby. Okay, now it's just getting darker and darker. Okay, so I think we got the roof done for the most part. So now the part that we have to do next is the glass and the sandstone. So people wanted to see that what we worked on for HHH. Good luck. Wait, no, good news. We're going to be looking at the sandstone tunnels to get to where we need to go. But first we need to free up some inventory space. And I guess we can take this with us. We'll move this blackstone and basalt later. Same thing for the netherrack. I just want to consolidate things. Is this so much to ask? Okay. Kind of is. I get it now. Okay. Well, this is fun. We probably have enough stuff out of here. Yeah. Dang it, we're gonna need the axe. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. So we'll grab... Oh yeah, I kind of wanted to put my premium derp coin somewhere. Old John says he just realized he's wearing a green shirt. Awesome. I'm wearing a green shirt too. Cool. I'm glad we have things in common. Cole John. Hey, welcome, Leo. Lots more collabs this season, indeed. You know, I didn't even check if Cleo did work over there on the castle. But you know what? I don't have time to. We got our own work to do. We got to go get sandstone and sand. So we are on our way to the mining desert, which Asuma showed us recently. Bum 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 ba dum bum. And welcome to Sammy. Okay, so Cleo and Joe. So we need to go this way until we hit the Asuma tunnel. Hypno XB. Coming down this way. The end is there. So this is what we worked on during HHH, was the nether tunnel system. We didn't work on the hub. We just worked on the tunnel system. So from here, the mining desert should be really close by. I put a bunch of signs on it. Yes, I found it. Look at me finding mining deserts. Is that a husk? It's weird. Whoa! Dang it, Scar!
Yes.
This is what I get. I'm looking over at the Discord chat. I'm all of a sudden I hear the creeper sound. I just saw that husk, so I'm like, oh man, mobs are just gonna be everywhere there. Like, oh my gosh.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you for
Hi, Joe.
checking my heart. Let me. Oh, you know what? I've actually got a heart rate thing on here. Does this work? I don't know. Let's see. Current heart rate. 7 minutes ago, it was 84 BPM, but it's doing a new measurement. So 85. So okay. Apparently, I found my inner calm. But
You have found your inner calm.
yes.
I heard you say on your stream mining mesa, and I'm like half asleep mining, and I'm like, oh, mining mesa, creeper sound. I'm like, oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, so my chat was bothering me the other day. They're just like, you know, you always say hello to Scar, but you never ask how he is.
I know, right, chat? Thank you for looking out. Thank you for looking out. Well, Joe, every time I scare you, I must give you a gift. Do you need any shulker boxes?
You know, I wouldn't say no to any. Am I following you or are you... Okay. Bye. He's out of range. Let's go ahead and gather a bunch of sandstone here. Yeah, he's got a soundboard.
Joe, these are the IKEA of shulker boxes.
Ooh.
You assemble them yourself.
Wow. That's amazing. I can't wait to get home and then email the manufacturer that I'm missing 12 chests. Gosh, dang it.
Goodbye, Joe.
Bye, Scar. It's fine. I'm gonna be okay. No one can see you crying when the face camera isn't big enough. It's fine. It's just been a really emotional day. I fixed the toilet, and I was on a stream helping my friend, and it's a lot. No, I'm fine, I'm fine. Oh, that Scar's such a nice boy. I do wish he'd come by more. You should invite him over for dinner sometime. Hey, Borealis Laura, glad you tuned in too. Okay, I'm good. I'm good, everybody. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. We are not being remotely optimal with our process on gathering this, but honestly, like, the amount we need for the building we're working on is not so high that we need to worry about being optimal. Okay. Yes, Sammy. Apple juice is precisely what I would order at the bar at a time like this. Oh. The manufacturer sends you 84 planks. It's up to you to turn them into logs. Wait. Oh. But yeah, in terms of like, so yeah, this was a big day for streaming. Because yeah, I did an hour of Half-Life Alyx and then like a 30-minute Walkabout Golf wind down. Then I did about 90 minutes of Phasmophobia. And then I did another hour or so of HermitCraft for HHH. And then like an hour of Sagrada. And here we are. Yes, Prox Chat mod is really great. I really like it. Yeah, I was playing Phasmophobia using my VR headset for NJ Coffee Junkies charity stream. I tweeted about it, and I mentioned it on the stream last night. I did have fun. I had a lot of fun. But I can also tell that my brain is just kind of, like, giving up. So this stream tonight is not going to run late. Like, just when Scar tried to blow me up, I was just like, it's fine. Everything's fine. I didn't bring a bed. Okay, that was an oversight. Luckily, I'm sure I could find a bed in the nether somewhere. The thing about making this a 1-hour chill stream officially is that I forced myself to keep to that, so I'm not going to officially do that. Because I also really need to record the footage of finishing the Drawn and Cordier, so that I can get that episode out the door. I didn't see a bed over by the exit, but let's go eyeball that real quick. Okay. Hey, Wesley, glad to help in some small way. Yep, a lot of folks benefit from having something to listen to. I know when I wind down at the end of the night, like, I know that not everybody is going to enjoy the pinball streams as much as I do. But I'm legitimately sharing those with y'all because that's where I want to hang out when I'm exhausted. Because, like, I spend all day, in the same way that y'all spend all day doing something that's not Minecraft, and you want Minecraft at the end of it. I spend a lot of my day doing Minecraft. And so it's like, ooh, pinball. Pinball reminds me of when I get to leave my house. Or my apartment, or whatever. Some people are very, literal. Okay. But, yeah. Hypno and XP. Okay. Cleo and Joe, Cleo and Joe. La da 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 da. Will the next HHH be in the Nether too? Maybe. Maybe it'll be at Cleo and my base, because we have a lot of work to do over there. That's part of what we're setting the inn up for, is so when people come by for the HHH, they can get a room at the inn and have a place to set up for the duration of the project. Okay, lay your head down and dream. Now there might still be creepers about, so we can't loiter here. I should check if Jevin actually bought... Hey, Jevin did buy out our cacti. I should probably replenish that if there's any left. Hey, Jose Gio, welcome. Glad you are joining us this evening. Hermits Helping Hermits is a stream we do at 2:30... No, not 2:30, at 2 o'clock U.S. Central Time every Monday. Okay, we already got one more of those. Maybe I should go check on the dripstone farm, too. You know what's always fun? When you gotta get to the dripstone farm in a hurry. There it is. I might have overshot it a little. Hey, look at that! Look at that! Hey, that's almost perfect. I mean, all that golf practice at Cub Fans is really paying off for me. So yeah, I really should get more blue terracotta for this. Oh, whoops! That one actually probably should have stayed. Womp womp. Does Cub not sell dripstone? I mean, he might, but... We're gathering it ourselves, too. Selves. Cleo's just burying all of my copper underneath here. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I actually, the answer is I feel bad about it. Life is like a dripstone cave here in Duckburg. Strangers, race cars, aeroplanes. It's a duck blur. Might solve a mystery or rewrite history. Dripstone cave, doo doodaloo. Okay. Ow. Bum 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 bum. So we at least made it better over here. Not, you know, a lot. Yeah, I've seen the David Tennant DuckTales. I like it a lot. It also has Danny Pudi in it, who's a great actor. I really enjoy his work, whether it's on Community or in Mythic Quest. Big fan of that Mythic Quest show. I liked Community a lot, and Megan Gans is a very talented writer. She has been killing it in the most recent seasons of Sunny as well. Always Sunny in Philadelphia. But yeah. Basically, if you hear of a show and Danny Pudi is on it or Megan Gans wrote it, then it's a good show, probably. Cakes in the Maze says, Mythic Quest is so good, OMG. Have you been watching Mythic Quest, or not watching, but have you listened to the Mythic Quest podcast, Questy Besties? It is a delight. I cannot say enough good things about Questy Besties either. Dang it. That was not how I intended to do that. Hey, thank you, Elaine Ivy's Art, who says, I don't know, I just appreciated your content, so I wanted to help keep it free for everyone. Well, thank you so much, Elaine Ivy's Art. That is indeed going to put us $6 away from our next face camera expansion. Appreciate you helping keep this show on the air. This is a viewer-supported show. I don't make a lot of money off YouTube ads. That is just not how I do things. So it's folks like you who keep the show going. Keep the lights on, keep the rent paid. Because I gotta say, like, if I had to go back to a 2-bedroom apartment, like, it would be a lot harder to stream. Like, we did that for a long time, and it was not great. And it would have made doing stuff like the VR streams I've been doing impossible. So, okay. Okay. Oh, that's cool, Rockin' Shaman. Yeah, Cakes in the Maze says, I have not checked out Questy Besties. I'm not super into podcasts that much, but I'll look into it. Yeah, it's a podcast produced by Megan Gans, and the 4 hosts are the women who play 4 of the female leads on Mythic Quest. I'm gonna blank on. I'm gonna do a terrible job of their names. It's like I've got like. Dang it. The problem is I'll mash up all of their names. Like Jessie Innes, I think, is just the actress's name, but like some of them, I'm gonna combine the character name with the actor name. So yeah, Charlotte Nickdow, Ashley Birch, Imani Hakim, and Jessie Ennis. And also David Hornsby, who is an executive producer and plays David Bertlesby in the show. And it's basically the 4 women in the podcast are actually like real world best friends since they started working together. And they're just super excited about everything about the show and how much they love all the people they work with. And David Hornsby is their boss. And he also is on the podcast, and it's just like he's just frequently uncomfortable with like how effusively like emotionally invested all of them are with everyone in the workplace. And he's like, yeah, I mean, it's a good place to work. I like making the show. It's just kind of a funny like contrast. But yeah, it's fun. I don't know. Maybe I identify with it a lot because it's like, you know, these 4 people who star in this show are like real world, like really friends with each other and get along really well. And like, that's how I feel about some of the hermits. And it's like really cool to me to see other people who are creative making things with people that they get excited about working with, you know? But anyway, yeah, so the reason I recommend it is because it's just so positive and upbeat and just it makes me happy to listen to it. And they do talk about some cool, like, behind-the-scenes stuff about how they make the show and stuff, too, which is also interesting to me because I make a show. Not a show at their level, I make a different type of show, but, like, as a fellow professional person who makes shows, I'm always curious, like, oh, okay. That's an interesting choice they made. Okay, they're talking about they go episode by episode and talk about the show. It's great. And we need to go to bed. We should put that bed back where it was, probably. Oh, we're talking about Mythic Quest and the podcast Questy Besties. Oh, I should make sure we haven't missed any tips via PayPal, which it looks like NJ just tipped 6, who says, I did squats and things. It's your turn. Expand you. Yep, during NJ's charity stream, she was doing exercises like squats and jumping jacks and stuff. So it's my turn to do some exercise. Expand you. Do. And that puts us 20 away from our next face gamer expansion and the entrance of the Joust. Oh no, dang it, camera. Or boom. Dark Quiet Death and Backstory are both great episodes. I enjoyed Backstory a lot because I actually read like Asimov's and Analog and science fiction and fantasy, and so it was really cool seeing like the way that they portrayed those like the offices of like a science fiction magazine back in the day, and yeah, that was cool. And Dark Quiet Death, yeah, that's just the greatest of all levels. What is that? Is that a bat noise? Okay, no, it's a dolphin. Okay. I was like, how are there bats in my bay? You better not bay out here, bats. You better bay asleep this time of day. We did one papercraft stream with Cleo last week, and we're doing another one Wednesday morning my time, at 8:30 a.m. my time. Which I think is 2:30 p.m. her time. Okay. Oh yeah, did I actually post the link when I mentioned that tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills? I'm tired. Okay, it's fine. So we're up to 2 stacks at least of cacti. Yippee-ti-yi-yo. Yippee-ti-yi, what? Like the cowboys say. Say to who now? Yippee-ti. Well, if I had landed on that creeper, I would be so mad. I might have overshot a little bit. Yeah. I meant to go down there. It's easy to forget how powerful these are. Okay, so we're going to take this. We'll take half of these to give to Cleo. We'll put the rest of the cacti back in here. Boom, 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 ba-doo-doo. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. We might need to clean that up at some point. See, now this is where the trident would be nice, but you know what? We'll wait. Okay. So we're gonna go. Actually, let's eat something. Dang it. There you go. Put more diamonds in there. There was a little pond over here, wasn't there? I feel like there was a little pond. There it is. Okay. To the inn. Probably past the inn. We overshot it. Okay, now we're here. The Drawn and Courtier. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Okay, so we need to work on the walls. Hey, we just got a tip from Connor for one. Thank you, Connor, who says, hey, Joe, don't have much, but I enjoy your streams. Well, hey, thank you so much, Connor. That is like, even $1 tip is like the equivalent of going in and watching, like, hundreds of my videos with the ads turned on. When people are like, do you mind if I use an ad blocker? It doesn't make a difference. You could watch all 2,000 videos I've made, and I might make $1 or $3, depending on the time of year and how good the ad rate is at the moment. So somebody who tips $1 is contributing a ton, and it is appreciated. Okay, so here we go. Let's get some sandstone out. We got our sandstone cut. We don't have the sandstone cutter. Oh, that's gonna be a thing, isn't it? I should probably start color coding some of these also. Like, just as a side note, none of this is color coded. Okay. Okay, so let's make some sandstone walls, for one thing. And let's keep some normal sandstone, too. Yeah, if streamers or YouTubers did unionize, the #1 thing would be healthcare. Like, if Google could get us health insurance, or Twitch, if Twitch or YouTube could get us health insurance at a reasonable rate, that would make a huge difference in so many people's lives. That's like one of the #1 things that stops people from going full-time on YouTube and Twitch in America. Is that they would lose the health insurance from their day jobs, and they are not in a place in their life where they can afford to do that. That was me for many years. It's like, oh, I could make this leap if I didn't lose my health insurance. Okay. So we're going to put in walls above here. Someone says, I never thought of using walls as actual building walls. Well, Zumrix, now you can. Or, sorry, Zummer9. I didn't realize that was an IX. Okay. Let's get up here. Let's get this done. Oh, come on. And a pull. Away. Okay. And we might end up putting some windows and decorations in some of these parts, but right now we're just trying to get the rough faces of the walls in. And we'll worry about the details next. That is... We are not trying to get this perfect at the moment. Oh, actually, wait. If I could get... Oh, is that a log? Interesting. We need to get some more spruce logs. Dark oak logs. A lot of dark oak logs. We harvested a lot of dark oak here earlier, folks. I will admit that. And maybe not as much spruce as would have been wise given the circumstances. Okay. So under so this right here. You could put in these. Dang it. Let's go back up. There, we did it. Yay! Okay. Happy was taken since I got the stream on both YouTube and Twitch playing at the same time. Why would you do that? That doesn't help anyone. Like, sometimes people are like, oh, it'll help with your numbers. My numbers don't matter. Like, it doesn't matter what my viewership numbers are because that doesn't directly, like, do anything. Like, if I was over here, like, trying to get, like, what do you call those? Some sort of, if I was over here trying to get endorsements or something, like, then it might matter, but I'm not. Like, those numbers really only matter if you're doing endorsement deals and stuff. And I'm not interested in doing those anytime in the near future. So I'd rather you just watched in whatever way is easiest for you. I stream on multiple platforms so you can choose what works best for you, not so you can make the stream unwatchable because the two audio sources are conflicting. Well, I'm not a student there, Borealis Laura. Oh, you're talking to Jazzy. Got it. Yeah. Sammy says sponsor. Yeah, like, so for example, if I wanted, let's say that I reached out to, I don't know, Mohawk Carpet Company. And I said, hey, Mohawk, I know you produce some of the finest commercial grade carpets in North America. And I want to help promote your commercial grade carpets to my audience. Oh, you're suggesting the word sponsor. You're not asking what I meant. Yeah. I was trying to give an example, though. Is like a company like that would look at my numbers to determine how much I'm worth. But I don't think numbers should determine how much I'm worth, so I don't do business like that for the most part. $3 just rolled in from Carl, who says, unfortunately, I'm too busy to watch all 2,000 of your videos, but this is for all the content you do put out. So thank you very much, Carl. That puts us 16 away from the next face camera expansion. Tips are always welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills. Okay. So where was I? We were just putting in ceilings and stuff here. I should get a sponsorship from a company that makes green glass. Yeah. When I need green glass panes, I know who I call. Yeah, I think we're good without that. Okay. Lovebird says, I love that you're determined to do it your way. Well, there's a reason it took me so long to grow my channel to the point where it could be financially self-sustainable. Like, you know, because I've been building what I do slowly the way I want to do it. And people are like, give me advice to build my channel. It's like, okay, but it's going to take you like 10 years to get to the point where you can like do this for a living and not starve or lose your kid. So it's like, yeah. Bum 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 bum. Somebody says I should get sponsored by a company that makes green screens. I could hold it up and you wouldn't be able to see it. And I'd be like, it's so soft. And you'd just be a chunk missing in my face. The finest green screen you can get. It's so soft. It's actually not a green screen. It's a creeper face. It's upside down now. Dang it. Okay. Why are those not decaying? Oh yeah, because there's still a log there. Santos Saunders says, hi, who are you? First time on stream. Howdy, Santos Saunders. Joe Hills here, streaming as I always do from Nashville, Tennessee. I am playing on a vanilla SMP server called HermitCraft. And right now, a lot of my friends from Europe are already in bed. So right now it's just me online. But Cleo, Zombie Cleo on YouTube and Twitch, and I are working on building a model of Hohenzollern Castle there. And some surrounding buildings. I've got a tavern that I'm working on now in particular. So we just needed to grab some spruce logs to finish off some of the detail on the supports of the tavern. We got a few other things running in the background here, like our dripstone farm. We can come through, collect a bit of the dripstone as we go, just to make sure it doesn't get overextended there. Borealis Lure says the slope of the roof is turning out neat. Yeah, I'm really happy with how it's turning out. We do need to go and get some more work done on it, though. We need to get the glass in. I think I put a bunch of glass down in the smithy basement. So we might need to get that. So here's our smithy that we've been working on. And the basement is down here. Glass should be... Boom! Plenty of glass. Oh, I forgot to put the bamboo back in my bamboo area. And I should probably put my diamonds in my ender chest too. So why don't we just head up there now? Okay. Wait, what's going on over here? Hey, Kirsten, happy birthday. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños a Kirsten. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Y Mori también. So, feliz cumpleaños to you too, Mori. Sorry I didn't catch that earlier. But y Mori también means and also Mori. Which is kind of a fun play on and many more. Because your name is Mori, get it? That worked out really neatly. So, good job, team. We all really came together to make that one work. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Ti, ba-dum-dum-dum. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, come on. I was right there. See? There is where I was. Dang it. I wonder... You know what? For right now, let's maybe just close these up. Dang it. Okay. Look at us. We're getting roofs in. We'll get ceilings in the hotel rooms next. It's going to be a whole thing. Just a whole thing. Okay. So we're going to replace these with more of the logs here from the spruce that we just harvested. Going to get this going up to about here, I think. Okay. So this right here didn't work out exactly the way I thought it was going to. If this support is here, is the window there too on the overhang? If so, like, what does that look like? Do we have another slab up a step here, and then the window is in? Oh, but actually there should be an overhang on the window, just like all the other windows. So yeah, I think we do need to go back down and grab some acacia. Dear sweet acacia, I will build with you. It will be good, you're a reddish orange wood. La da 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 dee dee doo. Bum 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 da da do 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 do. Actually, stairs might be better so mobs don't spawn here. Yeah, let's do the stairs here. And we can knock out this one and also this one. Connect them. Then we'll hop down here and use a bed. Lay down your head and dream. Okay. The mobs could spawn on spruce logs, but that's one of the reasons why we are going to have... Here's what I'm thinking for these windows. I think these are going to be high enough up that we probably want to use blocks so the details read. Okay, 1 second. Okay, great. Sorry, that was just bugging me. So yeah, I think from down there, that'll look good. I was going to teleport to that little island, but there's a creeper there, so we're not going to teleport to that little island. Yeah, so we'll have this come in here, like, the same way. And we'll also go ahead and set up the slabs like this. Actually, we need a back one, don't we? Yeah, to make this actually fit. Yeah, we'll have to carry this through there somehow. I don't know if I can teleport through here. Nah. Can I teleport out of here? Yes. Is that on top of a pillar? We can make it on top of a pillar. we have a similar design down there. Which I don't love, actually, but it does work. Or for some of the heavier posts, we have kind of a double post here. And then we have like a little ventilation gap here. Then we have it come across. And then we go up. So we could have a little ventilation thing there. I am in the No Wings Club. I'm on day 633. Thank you for asking. Should probably eat a carrot or something. They did not get back to me, Mahi Zero. The city might be about to go to war with the state, though, because there's a bunch of stuff happening between the city school board and the governor's office right now, and so I think they have bigger fish to fry. But I am glad that they are standing up to the governor's office, because I was personally pretty disconcerted by how some of this is going. Actually... Okay. Like, maybe this actually should be here. Yeah, that should be maybe that. And this should be... Bring this in one here. Dang it. Doesn't matter, Outback Geek. Whatever's easiest for you. The stream is on multiple services, so folks can enjoy it in whatever way is easiest for them. Some folks can't get Twitch or YouTube wherever they live, or there's restrictions at their employers or whatever. And this is just the easiest thing for everybody if we just kind of let people watch the stream where they want to watch it. But yeah, basically... a few counties in the state said that they were going to require students wear masks to go back to school. Basically, it's only safe for kids to go back to school if they wear masks. And maybe it's not even safe then, but we should at least try the masks. And the governor's office said that any parent who wants to opt out of a citywide mandate or a countywide mandate like that can do so just by providing a written exemption request. And the city is just like, okay... Well, the powers you're citing in this, like, claim, in this executive order, are for suspending laws that get in the way of dealing with a pandemic, not suspending laws that help with dealing a pandemic. So you don't have any legal grounds to actually do this. You can't issue an executive order with these emergency powers in this way. So anyway, we're dealing with a lot right now. Okay. Okay, so I ran out of oak logs while I was working on this part too, or spruce logs. So we might have to go back for more spruce, is what I'm realizing. I'm in favor of the kids wearing masks, yes. They can't be vaccinated at this point. And they're also not able to actually provide these 6 feet of recommended distance. They're like, we can maybe get them 3 feet, but like they're not able to even do that. Like kids are just crammed in there. So it's one of those things like, look, if you can't give the kids the distance they're supposed to have, at least make them wear the masks. Because if you don't make them wear the masks, a lot of them won't. And that's just not ideal. Yeah, so the idea is a city allowed to require masks in their schools? And the state government says no. And the city government says you don't have the legal grounds to stop us. And so we're going to see how it goes. If we're forcing kids to going back to school is way more dangerous than wearing masks. If we're forcing them to go back to school, we should at least require masks. If they can enforce attendance, they can enforce mask wearing, in my opinion. The other thing is, like, my kid is fine with it. Joel Stoner says cities are subdivisions of the state. The thing to keep in mind, though, is that in the United States, government powers are supposed to be kind of held at the lowest level possible. And so state governments stopping cities from doing local ordinances is kind of a whole thing. Like, in the same way people freak out about the federal government overriding states, states overriding cities and school boards is a whole thing. Now, I know in some countries it's totally different, where power comes from the top. But in the United States, in theory, local level folks should be able to make decisions for themselves. And a lot of our state constitutions are written to prevent... The people who wrote the state constitutions were just as worried about the state government 50 miles away as they were about the federal government 300 miles away. You see what I'm saying? Like, so there's a lot of legal strength to the arguments that cities might have that they should be allowed to create their own mandates. But basically, the interesting thing about the Tennessee situation is that the governor is saying, well, I have the authority to do this even though I normally couldn't, because we're in the middle of an emergency, and my emergency powers are broader than my normal powers. But where he's kind of screwed on this is that his emergency powers are limited to doing things that, like, help with the emergency. And if he's actively undermining state-level attempts to... Or, sorry, if the state is actively undermining city-level attempts to fix the emergency, if he's provably making the emergency worse, his emergency powers don't apply, right? So, yeah, there's going to be a lawsuit. Yeah, the Texas Supreme Court just ruled in favor of Governor Abbott's executive order. Now, once again, though, this is state constitutional law, and Tennessee state law is based on the Tennessee Constitution, which is, whoa, totally different from the Texan Constitution. The states were created at different times by very different people, and their constitutions have been amended different ways since then. So the limitations on a governor's emergency powers in Texas aren't necessarily the same as the ones in Tennessee. So, okay. But yeah, the school system robocalled everybody about an hour and a half before an hour before the stream started. To let us know that basically we're ignoring the governor's order. Do y'all want to hear this? Here, I'll play my voicemail. Is it playing?
This is Metro Schools calling to let you know that face masks will continue to be required in all of our facilities until further notice, in keeping with the rules adopted by the Board of Education and guidance from the Centers for Disease Control and the American Academy of Pediatrics. Metro Schools are charged with educating students and keeping them safe. Universal masking policies during the pandemic are a key mitigation strategy to do just that. The district is reviewing an executive order that was issued by the governor late this afternoon related to the options for parents to opt out of these mask requirements. The order was issued without prior notice to school districts for review or comment. As such, Metro schools will continue to require face masks pursuant to the rules adopted by the board as we further review this order and explore all options available to the district to protect the health of our students, teachers, and staff. Thank you. To opt out of future.
And yeah, so if you want to read the actual executive order, I actually tweeted it earlier. Because I was really annoyed that everybody kept posting articles about the executive order, but nobody posted the actual text of the executive order. So here's the actual text of the executive order. That was the school system saying, screw the governor, we're not going to listen to his illegal order. We'll see him in court. Okay, so, yeah. And there's the executive order. Basically, the law he's citing is designed to allow him to temporarily suspend rules that are in the way of dealing with a crisis, not to allow him to suspend rules that make a crisis worse. Sean Bradley, tips 5, who says, Federalist 38, paragraph 6, Madison uses listening to your doctor when you are sick to argue for the adoption of the Constitution. Good point, Sean. I haven't actually read that, but I believe you. I need to read those at some point. I've tried reading the Federalist Papers, but like, I think I'm just too tired as a person. Like, I'm too exhausted to get through them. I look forward to being at a point in my life where I can actually dedicate focus to things that are dense and require focus on that order. But yeah, so thank you very much. That puts us 11 away from the next face camera expansion. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills. No, the Federalist Papers is not a light read. And, like, it's one of those things, like, every time I pick it up, I'm like, I'm a few years older now. I read a lot of complicated, dense technical manuals for computer stuff. I read a lot of histories. Like, I should be able to read the Federalist Papers, but, like, I don't know. Maybe just the one... Maybe the problem is I'm starting at the beginning. Maybe the ones at the beginning just aren't a good place to start. Maybe I should just flip through and start a different one. I don't know. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. No, I didn't do speech and debate in high school. Hello, a cow. So we're coming over here to look at the window. See how it looks from the distance. Dang it, I thought I heard a creeper again. The score's not even online, and I'm freaking out. Okay. You know what? I might switch to the walls and panes. I was like, in the distance, the blocks will look better up there, because they're going to be viewed from, like, lower down. But I'm not sure that that's true. Okay. So let's go ahead and make some panes. This is just an awkward set of stuff we got here. Bum-ba-dum-ba-dum. Let's drop that off. Okay. So, if we ender pearl back up to the roof and swap those panes out. I'm actually kind of curious if maybe something like this will read well. Hey, Scar's back. Welcome back, Scar. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and swap out that for that. Oh, this one on that side can't do there because of the chimney. Interesting. Okay, wait. Actually, so this is still gonna go here. But then when we carve this in here like so, that's gonna go in more like that. And slab there. Okay. We already asked Scar how his day was several times. I think we're good on asking Scar how his day was. Okay, y'all, I'm thinking this roof is feeling good. This roof is feeling pretty good to me. I was gonna say, let's go down to that island and see how it looks from there. But yeah, that's a good way to get creepered. So instead, why don't we go down the path a ways? See how it looks from out this way. It's a little bit boxier than I would like right in there. That's a weird kind of place where it meets. But on the whole, that feels pretty good. Let's come up here and fix some of these missing block problems up here. Dang it. Okay. Have I been getting better with the Riptide? I'm already pretty good with the Riptide. Dang it. Dang it. Now, here's the question, too, is how do these room dividers work or function? Do we have low ceilings or high ceilings in these rooms? Like, should there be attic space kind of up here, or should this be kind of its own thing? Options, video settings, dynamic lights off, because... Uh-oh, sun's getting real low. Okay. Okay, so let's see, we had a PayPal tip roll in here from Abigail, tip in 5. Thank you, Abigail, who says, "Hey, Joe, just got off work, and now my cat bag of holding and I are having fun watching the stream." I'm glad to hear it. Thank you very much, Abigail. That puts us 6 away from the next face camera expansion. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills. Okay. So, what is up there? Why is that wrong? That's, like, clearly wrong somehow. Does that one have to be wrong, too? Okay. So, here's what I'm thinking we do. There's not a post right here in the book. The post is actually, like, adjacent the stairwell. But there is a post in the book. So I think that we come up here. And we put this in like so. Maybe we have a crossbeam there too. But we're going to need more than we have right now. So let's go ahead and put some of the glass back up for the time being. And grab some more spruce trees. The Acquisitions Incorporated book. So this tavern is from a D&D podcast that later inspired a book. And I'm not building it exactly to specifications, but it's kind of close. We're gonna add some more windows. We're gonna do some stuff to lighten it up. I'm just trying to get a general sense of it right now. Dang it. Now I'm in the water. Okay, I think the spruce is okay. Dang it, I did it wrong. Again. Okay. There we go. So that should get us closer to the spruce. Dang it. Luckily, I was able to recover there with my clever parrot timing trick. Okay. Brandon described a frustrating situation in the school district he works in. Yeah, that does sound rough. Yeah, 40% of the parents opt out of masks. Like, it's probably not safe for the kids to be there at that point. Like, if you can't distance and you can't enforce mask wearing, then go back to virtual. Like, nobody wants to go back to virtual. I don't want to go back to virtual. But, like, if my kid's going to be in school, she should be as safe as can be possible given the circumstances. Yeah, one of the problems they ran into in Tennessee was the lieutenant governor wanted to use this mask thing as an excuse to give parents vouchers to send their kids to private schools. So it's like, if your school district requires a mask, you should get a voucher to send your kid to private school. But the thing is, the private schools in Nashville are basically all requiring masks too. Also, they're already at capacity and don't want to take any more kids because being over capacity during a pandemic means you can't distance properly. So it's like, okay, well, you can give parents vouchers, but where are they going to spend them, Lieutenant Governor? So that's why they decided to just issue this executive order, which is weird. Ugh. Wild. Okay. Exotic Firewolf says most parents are not concerned about COVID. The people who are concerned should get vaccinated. Your kids can't get vaccinated if they're under 12 is the thing. Like, I'm concerned about COVID and I can't get a vaccine for my kid. I got both my shots, and if they say I need a booster, I'll probably get that too One of my friends is actually in the trial for the Delta booster through Pfizer because he was in the initial Pfizer trial. And so they want to test the booster on people who got the original vaccine or one of the original vaccines super early. So it's like people I know who work in the medical community are volunteering for these vaccine tests. I trust them enough for me. It's not a chair. We don't know. Like, just because statistically fewer kids have severe COVID problems doesn't mean all kids won't. I've got a bunch of digestive medical issues that interact with different things in all sorts of weird ways. Who knows if my kid is going to have a bad interaction because she's got those genes with something. Like, you know, if they're like only kids with pre-existing medical conditions are going to be in real trouble. Well, the thing is, when you're that young, you don't necessarily know, you know, those things don't necessarily symptomatize or assert symptoms at that age yet. Like, there's a lot of kids that might not know they have a problem and, like, are at, you know, higher risk. It's not a great thing to gamble on. Okay. So we're going to set this up so we can hang a chandelier or two off this. Let's do that from this higher beam. They're still doing more tests of the vaccine on kids. It wasn't particularly urgent initially for the FDA to get that authorization because they didn't necessarily think everybody was going to force their kids to go back to school right away. But they did, so now we've got this problem where... And the FDA also assumed, like, well, the CDC won't let them send everybody back to school unless they wear masks. But not everybody's wearing masks. So we got this situation where a whole bunch of things are happening all at once that are making it far more urgent for kids to be able to get vaccinated than was in the initial timetable. It's just not great. That is not a chair. I'm talking about local regulation here. I'm talking specifically about our governor trying to override the local school board and public health officials. You're asking questions about things that bring in broader subjects, but that's not what we're talking about. What we are actually talking about is the Nashville situation. Okay. So this does break up the space a bit in an interesting way. And let's maybe extend that across too. Oh, that one actually should be one lower. That's very silly of me to not do it that way. Not about whether or not teachers are scared. It's about whether or not I'm not comfortable with my kid going to school with people who don't want to wear masks. Because, like I said, who knows if my medical conditions and problems are something that she's going... Like, my medical problems didn't assert themselves until I was, like, 18, 19, you know? And so... who knows if she has something latent that might interact with COVID in a worse way than usual. But, like, I can't prove that. Like, and I don't... Like, it's just a whole thing. But I'm nervous about it. Marina, thank you for the 6. That is going to put us at our next face camera expansion milestone. Y'all have seen that money go straight to my head. But now, like Jacob Marley, these chains I've forged in life are about to begin pulling me down to the deep below. Enter the Jost. Bum 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 bum. At this point, each additional face camera expansion will be accompanied by a corresponding drop in Joe opacity. So we're going to bring this down to 90%. There we go. Here we go. Bum ba dum bum bum ba dum bum bum ba dum bum bum. Okay. So there we are, 90%. Tips are always welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Yeah, this Delta variant, like, the data coming in on that is not looking promising, as well. Yeah, condolences is Condos. That's not ideal. Like, it's just, ugh. The whole thing sucks for everybody. It doesn't just suck for teachers or kids or parents. The whole situation right now is stupidly difficult for everybody involved. And if my school board and my county health department want to get together and say, hey, Nashville is a very dense city that has people flying in and out, we should probably have the kids wear masks. You know what? We're not trying to tell Moore County or Coffee County or Bedford County how to run their schools. And yet, somehow, the state government wants to tell us, no, your kids can't be forced to wear masks. You can't have a rule enforcing masks. It's like, what? So, yeah. Like, I already have been disappointed by our governor several times for various reasons, but this is just absolutely unnecessary. Okay. Yeah, so this is a reasonable height up, even from, like, if you're on stage, you could jump and hit it. That's actually maybe even an argument for... I'm kind of interested in moving the stage down one. Okay, and then we'll take the birch planks. Boop. Yeah, so that opens up more headroom here. Okay. Is this Castle or Joe's base? This is the tavern where people are going to stay when they work on the castle. The castle's going to go over there. We got the rough floor plan in place. So we're working on the tavern today. And I'm pretty happy with how it's turning out. It's got some weird roof lines. I will admit that. The roof lines are a bit strange. Like, it almost feels like these should just... What? Is there a zombie down inside of the roof of this? Dang it, wrong one. Yep. Didn't light it. That means there's probably a creeper in here too somewhere. I was gonna light it once I got the iron for the chandelier chains, but clearly we should just go ahead and add a few lanterns. Or we're gonna have trubs. The capital T. And that rhymes with B or something. Okay. Okay. Yeah, those sounded close because they were close. Sometimes your ears don't deceive you. Okay. Dang it. So maybe... Let's see how it looks from this angle, actually, also. I haven't really looked at it from over here. Okay. That block on the end there should be a stair block. Right here. The overhang there seems fine. We should probably have that one there be something else. Let me go over there. I want something else to get me through this Minecraft kind of life, baby, baby. I want something else. Not listening when you say goodbye. Oh, you know what? This overhang isn't working. I was gonna say, this overhang should be one lower here. And that isn't necessarily the case with that one, because that one's already coming out there. Not sure what to do with that. Maybe just a block? Or, actually maybe acacia slab. Upper slab. Cub fans here. Howdy, Cub. Oh, I wanted to put a little windows up over here. I didn't get the chance to put in a little window here. And, of course, I don't have the little window blocks. Dang it. It pains me that those are missing. I also considered having this cut over more. Yeah, if I have this go over one more here. Watch. Yeah, then we put the window here, maybe. That'll look good. Okay. There we go, got our glass panes now. Actually, let's maybe consolidate our copper in the same chest. I don't know, just as a treat. This whole thing, my inventory management has gotten out of hand. I have more shulker boxes than I thought I was going to at this point, and I wasn't ready for it. Have a good night, Jazzy. I mean, this feels pretty good to me. I don't know what y'all think. But as far as taverns go, you know, I've seen worse. 2 walls are different on the upper level inside. Is that on purpose? Kind of. The way Devin Karate says, I like the way the roof curves down. Thank you. Okay. There's our creeper out in the boat there. There's a glass block. Probably. Yeah, there's probably some mistakes with the roof here. Like, I think that could be a slab. You know what? Chances are that could be a slab, too. And if I had to guess... There we go. Okay, so we get a curtain back here for this stage. It's not supposed to be a complicated stage. It's just like a small... So the idea is that the Drawn Courtier is owned by a retired adventurer and a traveling bard. And so the bard still travels and goes all over performing for kings and dukes and stuff. But this is where they call home. And so there's a stage so she can play there too. Just opulently epic could be my wake-up sign. Interesting idea. Spencer Jones says, regardless of if it's a good thing or not, many people feel mask mandates are a restriction of freedom. It doesn't matter how small it may seem. Well, here's the thing, though, is public health issues during pandemics and plagues are one of the, like... one of the few things where I am in favor of, like, more active government intervention, because individuals can't assess the risks and necessarily make decisions that are in the best interest of the whole society. And what's really frustrating for me is that my municipality, our city, decided that we do want a mask mandate, and our governor is saying no. And when our governor is overriding our city health department or our county health department and our city school system, that is an infringement on our freedom too. Okay? They're saying, we don't trust you in Nashville to run your own city or to run your own school district. And that really makes me mad, because I get annoyed when people don't trust my personal freedom, right? But like when I choose to live in a city where I'm part of a community that has certain ideals, like taking care of each other during a pandemic, and we as a community make decisions like this, and then the state says no, they're not just saying, Joe, you have bad judgment. They're saying, Joe, all of the people you care about and you have bad judgment. That is infringing on my liberty. And I don't like it. So, yeah. I am very, very glad that our city is standing up to the governor on this. So, okay. Let's see. We just got a tip rolling in for 10 from Anna. Who says, it's sad I have to say this, but props to you for looking after your kid. I hope she remains well during this turbulent year. I'm rooting for her and for Nashville. Thank you very much. That is going to put us 15 away from the next face camera expansion. Okay. This is a legal issue, because the governor also doesn't have the legal authority to do this. So that also makes me mad, because it feels like I'm being infringed. It feels like my liberty is being infringed upon when an executive tries to bully the lower levels of government by saying, I'm the governor and I have emergency powers. And it's like, well, but you're lying about what those powers let you do in this executive order. Your powers don't actually allow you to do this. So I don't like that. You know, we want to talk about infringing on people's liberty. It's like, yeah, the governor lying about emergency powers to like several counties and several large cities in the state feels like that to me. Thank you, Darth Vorthen, for the one that puts us 14 away from the next face camera expansion. But yeah, I'm thinking this roof. Oh, dang it! There's still some blocks down there that we missed. It's like, oh, this roof is looking pretty good, except for these parts here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so basically the governor's powers during an emergency are for facilitating dealing with the emergency, not for facilitating ignoring the emergency. So, yeah, good luck with that in court, Governor Lee. Okay. Yeah. And I know that this is a different case than in now. Some folks have mentioned in Texas, the Texas Supreme Court just upheld something like this. Once again, every state has different state constitutions and different laws about what a governor can or cannot do. So, okay. We are almost at the hour, so I am going to see what is going on here. Let's see. Bum 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 ba dum ba dum ba dum bum bum ba dum ba dum dun 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 do little little do do bum ba bum 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 ba dum bum ba bum 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 ba dum. Okay, it looks like Pez Johnson is streaming the Magic City electromechanical pinball machine that Williams came out with in 1967. This is pretty old machine. If you're interested in the history of pinball, it's a pretty cool thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and send folks his way. When you get there, say, howdy, y'all. Joe Hills Raid here. And until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. Do-do-do-do. Wait, what do you need help